Hey there, this is Coach Chris Wilson here in the Criticalbench compound on the turf. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure to have you. I'm talking about something that I love to do, which is kettlebell training. And I love working with kettlebells in all capacities and have been for over 8 years now. And some of the best stuff you can do with a kettlebell is the simplest, which are carries. And this is really one of the first moves that got me, say, acquainted or comfortable with holding a kettlebell, because it sounded simple enough, right? Just pick the kettlebell up and walk with it. But there's different ways to do it. I'm going to show you three. I'm going to break them down. I'm just going to give you some pointers and some cues so that you're doing these right. And I would recommend highly that anybody who wants to work on total body strength starts doing some of these. Just pick one or do all three. They're all great in their own way. And I've been doing them, like I said, for years, and they're fantastic. It's really good to be able to walk strong with under load, under tension, right? And so kettlebell is an easy way to do it. So I'm starting with the farmer's carry, a traditional exercise. You can hold all different types of weight in your hands for this. I love doing the kettlebell, so I'm just using the kind of the standard kettlebell weight, which is the 24 kilogram or 53 pound kettlebell. The key to doing a farmer's carry properly with a kettlebell is, number one, stand tall. Number two, get the shoulders back. So you want to really kind of puff the chest. Puff the chest, squeeze, engage the lats, pinch the shoulder blades together. And then the other key thing, and then, tuck the chin. So you want really good posture. But the other element there is to keep the kettlebells out, okay? I'm not trying to do a side raise with these. I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I'm just trying to keep the bells out from my hips so they're not just resting up against my legs. That would be like a lazy carry. Okay, so we're standing tall, we're holding the weights out, and then all I'm doing is taking very strong steps, thoughtful steps, focused on, maybe a point off in the horizon, keeping the position that I started with the whole time. So I'm very careful to always hold that position. So again, I'm tall, bells are out, back is contracted, the shoulder blades are pinched together, chin's tucked, keeping the weights off the legs, and I'm just walking really strong and tall. And in terms of what weight you should use, how far you should go, that's completely up to you. I have some lighter bells here that I warmed up with that are 35 pounds. These might be better for you initially. These are 16 kilogram. That might be a better weight for you to start with, maybe. If you're newer to kettlebells, maybe you have to even go lighter than that. Just start. It doesn't matter what weight you're using. You can build up on that. Now, again, the other variable is, do I do it for distance or do it for time? Play with that. You could do both. I remember the guy that was teaching us, Mike Willie, who was a very high-level kettlebell instructor. He's fantastic. He helped Mike and I here at Criticalbench train for our RKC 9 years ago, whatever it was. And he had us doing all these carries early on, but what was the point I was trying to make? I lost my train of thought. But he was having us do all of this exercise, all these different carries, right from the get-go, and he would have us, that's what I was going to say, he would have us walk around the whole gym. We felt like complete idiots. We were walking in and out of cardio machines throughout this whole training facility with kettlebells over our heads and stuff. People must have been like, what are they doing? But it was really just to get us used to being under the load for an extended period of time while moving. So the next movement is the rack position carry. So the best way to get them up into rack, just showing you the right way to do it, it's not just to kind of pick them up and try to, get them up there ugly style. The best way to do it is to do your hip hinge, do a swing into a clean. So you have the bells on the ground. I got 2 bells here. Okay, I'm kind of sitting back, and all I do is I hike these through my legs, and then and then just clean them up into rack position like this. So now, this is actually kind of a rested position in kettlebell training. I'm still working, but you're resting from doing other things. So now I'm working because I'm holding 106 pounds right here on my chest. So I got them like this, they're resting on my forearms. Notice my wrists are very straight, okay? From my elbow to my knuckles, there's no deviation or bend at my wrist. I'm standing tall, chin is tucked. Again, I'm firing my back right now as I walk so that I'm not putting, and my abs are tight. You can't be sloppy here or you'll hurt your back or you'll lose your form. So you gotta stand tall, abs are tight, everything's locked in. I turn, again, recheck myself at whatever distance I'm turning at. Walk back strong. And put them down. So you always try to come out of that the right way. So once I hit about 60 seconds or so of holding those in rack position, that's a lot of work, especially when I'm trying to talk and you're supposed to be able to breathe and hold your body in really good form. Not trying to coach somebody while you're doing that, but 106 pounds holding it like that on your chest, at first, not too bad. After about 30 seconds, you really start feeling it. Again, do it for either time or distance. You could not even walk initially if you want to just get them up into rack and try to hold rack for 10, 15, 20 seconds. Put them down and do sets like that. As you get better, you can start to, do distance and stuff. So rack position holds are fantastic. Obviously they work. They get me out of breath pretty quickly. A lot going on. Firing the abs, shoulders are back, firing the lats. I can't emphasize that enough. Whenever you're doing kettlebell activity, holding them here, or the final move overhead, you have to let your back muscles, your big, super strong back muscles engage and do a bulk of the work for you. If you're not getting your back involved, you are overusing your arms and your shoulders and you will fatigue way too fast. I used to do that myself. And once I realized how to engage the muscles right, I got better at it. So now, the hardest of the three is the overhead carry. I'm probably not gonna do as much talking for this one, because once I get them up there, I really wanna lock in and get my distance down and back with these bells, okay? I get them up the same way. I get them up into rack and I press out of it into an overhead press, okay? So again, I got the bells here, out in front, kind of sitting into it. I got to hike and go to rack. Here, right? And then, so I get the weights up overhead like this. I want to hold them nice and strong like that. Try to hold my elbow. You want to really hold your arms out and your shoulders are down. Pack that shoulder in. I'm gonna turn real carefully. Shoulders are down, elbows are outside my ears. Walking very safely. I'm gonna pull them down and down. So you saw me do 3 different carries. Start with the farmer's carry. That's the first one to get good at. Then try some rack, get there, hold them for time, start to do some distance with it, get good at that. Then progress, and you can also do all of these one arm at a time. So you can just do, I didn't get into that, but it's also really good. Sometimes that's even harder when you just have weight on one side and you don't have a counterbalance, you don't have a weight to help you and balance you out. It can be very hard and taxing, but sometimes it's good because it gets you really focused and dialed in on just that one side. So if you want to start with just a one-sided carry, a one-sided rack hold, or a one-sided arm overhead, waiter's carry, you can do that too. So that's a good approach to doing kettlebell carries. Break it down to just one side at a time. So hope you found that helpful and informative. Now, on our channel, we have so much when it comes to kettlebell training. So many videos on our channel, well over 50. And I would encourage you now, if you're interested in kettlebell training, to check some of these videos out. Just simply type in the Criticalbench video search bar, kettlebells. Or if you type on YouTube, kettlebells critical bench or kettlebell training critical bench, you will have an endless supply of videos there. But I'm also going to share with you a kettlebell playlist so that you can click on the link that you see above me or in the end screen that's coming, in the pinned comment down below or in the description area. Anywhere you click will be a playlist of all of our best kettlebell content. And there's so much there that I know you'll benefit from. And I just love kettlebell training. I think it's one of the best ways to get stronger and to just from head to toe, to make your bones stronger, to make your muscles stronger, and just to feel real world strong. I think this is above anything you can do in the gym. This translates very well to being strong in real life, meaning, you know, not just gym strong, right? Worldly strong. So hope you enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to give me a great big thumbs up. Subscribe to the Criticalbench channel for more videos like this, and drop me a comment or question. I would love to hear from you. We'll see you again real soon.